Alright, so as we discussed in class, this is going to be a video that covers how to create an email signature. This is part of your assignment for your professional email. For your professional email, I will post some examples in WT class. So those will be located inside of the lecture module 3, Career Readiness. Come down to professional communication, and then everything you're going to need will be in this folder titled Professional Email. For this assignment, you must use your WT email account. Your email must contain a correct subject line. Be sure that it's professional in nature. Don't use conjunctions, things like that. And you will need to include a professional signature. So that's what we'll be talking about today. The only stipulation as far as the content is that you're going to be emailing a professor. So this email in reality will be emailed to me, but we're going to pretend like you're emailing it to another professor. So it'll be addressed to another professor pertaining to some topic, some issue, some question, whatever it may be, but it's going to another professor. I've also included a couple of logos for your signature. You can use them if you would like. You don't have to, but they're there for your if you would like to use them. All right, so I'm going to go over and open up my Outlook through the web. So this is the mailing app through our web browser. I'm going to come over here and click our settings icon, which is this gear-looking icon. I'm going to come down to the bottom where it says Mail. And then over on the left, we have a long list of menu options, and we're going to come all the way down to where we see email signature inside of the layout. All right, sorry, I've already created one, but I'm going to show you how to go about doing this. So within this, we have some options. We can type our name. We can have our title right here. We have our phone number. And we can make some small changes, not a lot. Can't really change um, the um, the font style or anything. We could probably change colors. Just we're very limited on what we can do. So the better option is to come over and do all of this in a Word document. So I have a blank Word document right here. And what I strongly suggest is that you do all of this inside of 2 cells. One cell, if you would like to have an image, your image can go here, and then the rest of your content can go in the second one. But whatever you do, you can try to keep it organized. This table will help you keep everything lined up just the way you want it. We can also have more cells if there's more objects that you want. Some people will place some different logos. They have a couple different things that they represent. Alright, so we're gonna, any logos or any pictures, we're gonna leave blank. So this is where our picture or image is gonna go. We're gonna leave that blank. I'm gonna come over here to the second cell. I'm gonna type in all my information. So Troy Tarpley, I'm gonna have my title. I also want to include the program, so agricultural media and communication. I want to include my phone number. There we go. I do want to create some hierarchy. So I know that I want my name to be the largest thing and the most prominent thing on there. And I think one thing that will help that a lot is by making it the largest, making it the boldest, and adjusting the color. So I want this to be maroon. So I'm going to do more colors and come over here to custom color. And for the RGB code, the official web maroon is 882424. I'm going to type 882424 into my red, green, and blue values and hit OK. So now my name is Maroon. I know I want assistant professor to stand out a little bit, so I'm going to put that in italics, and I think agricultural media and communication, I'm going to make that a little bit smaller. I'm not a fan of the font, so how about we change that? Maybe thinking this overpass looks a little interesting. I'm going to be sure that we don't have any spacing before or after any of our name or any of our elements. So I think that looks pretty good. There's a couple more steps. Remember, this first cell will be our image. And what we're going to do is we're going to copy and paste this whole thing over into the that block, that empty block in our web app. But I don't want this text box to be there. So I'm going to come over here to this option for the borders and select no borders. Make sure I've selected my entire table, and I'm going to copy this. All right, now it's time to put this into our email block signature, so I'm going to paste that in there. And we still have this empty cell right here, so I'm going to click inside of that cell. Even though you can't see it, it's there. And I'm going to select the image button, and I'm going to insert the logo that I want. And there we go. So now we have that logo that sits right next to our all of our information. I think it looks great. We're not quite done yet. We will need to select this first option to automatically include my signature on new messages. So every time you create a new message, this will signature will be included in your email if you select this option. And so I'm going to hit save. All right, so let's try this out. I'm going to go back to my mail. I'm going to compose a new message. And there we go. Our email signature pops up and it's ready to go. So be sure that you get this done. Be sure you add an appropriate subject line. Remember, after you watch that professional communication lecture, it talks about keeping things brief, concise, let people know in that subject line as briefly as possible what this is pertaining to. All right, if you have questions, always reach out to me, and we'll see you all in class.